crashed out.
I crashed out? When did I do that?
Yeah, multiple debates.
Let me turn off my Bluetooth. Give me a sec. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, multiple. That's real specific.
So I need to pull them up now.
So is
you don't remember crashing out?
Is a radius from pole to pole? Because you said it was pole to pole.
Yeah, slightly different than the.
So the radius is from
equator.
pole to pole. Are you sure that wouldn't be a diameter?
No, the radius. Sorry, the radius.
Are you sure that wouldn't? Are you sure
Are you
that?
On a different?
Are you sure that wouldn't be? Are you sure that wouldn't?
Are you like?
Calm down. Are you sure that wouldn't be a diameter?
Is the radius in the room with you?
Are you sure that wouldn't be a diameter from pole to pole?
Well, there is a diameter from pole to pole. Yes.
Right, but you just said that was the radius and it would be different from pole to pole. That would be a diameter. You would divide the diameter by 2. This is basic 4th grade geometry.
Yeah, I don't know why you're having a problem with it.
Because, I'm the problem. I'm screen recording this, dude. I'm screen recording this just to... Can you explain?
You're sitting there laughing.
I am.
But yet you don't know... You don't know that the radius varies.
From pole to pole? That would be a diameter. You're using the wrong terminology.
I'm talking about if you're going from pole to pole, that radius is going to be different than
from pole to pole. Yeah, because that would be a diameter
around the equator.
Because that would be a diameter.
I don't know why this.
Because that would be a diameter.
I don't know why this is hard. Why is this hard for you?
What was Hubble tension again? What was it? You said you could explain Hubble tension to me, but I wouldn't understand it.
Basically that there's a if you use Hubble's calculations, it's slightly different from another mainstream calculation. So
slightly.
It's
the fact that Hubble's constant,
like
and
68 versus 73 or something like that.
No, it's the fact that
I've actually got a video on my other.
You don't want to be corrected.
Actually, I've got a.
Are you doing this in good faith?
I can pull it up if you want, but I've got a.
I don't need a video. I can still manage.
I've got a post on my.
Do you ever shut up? My God. It's the fact that the Hubble constant and the cosmological constant are not proportional to one another, and it's off by a factor. And the cosmological constant are not proportional to one another, and it's
I've got a post on Mikesplained.com if you want to read about it, and it's directly related to the Hubble constant. Mikesplained.com. Go read it. Yeah, if you want to settle down and quit acting like a...
So it's the fact that the Hubble constant and the cosmological constant are off by a factor of 120. It's not a little bit. That's 120 zeros. 10 to the 120th power.
That's not what the Hubble tension is about.
Prove me wrong.
Go read the article, the blog post.
Go read your website.
And let me know, put in the comments what you think.
Go read your website.
Where it's wrong.
Go read your website.
Yeah, go to Mikesplained.com and read the blog post that I posted.
Why don't you watch the documentary The Principle, where Michio Kaku, who's more renowned than you are, explains this phenomena in detail.
Let me go see the blog post you wrote about it.
I don't need to blog about it. I watch actual astrophysicists explain this problem in detail.
So you're literally just a spineless imbecile.
Who's Michio Kaku?
You come in and try to come in and
who's Michio Kaku? Who's Michio Kaku?
I don't care who Michio Kaku is. You just try to come in here and throw out these little miniature hand grenades.
What about
I got you, Tiffany.
Lawrence Krauss? Who's that? Do you know who Lawrence Krauss is?
Yeah, go blog about it. Don't come on here.
I don't need to write a blog. We're having a debate.
No, we're not. I'm not debating today.
Oh, well then why'd you bring me up here, bro? So you could demonstrate your ignorance in front of your whole audience?
I just was being polite.
Okay.
I'm
well,
not
you should
ignorant.
look into these people that I mentioned.
You sound like you're ignorant when your response is laughter.
It is, dude. You said pole to pole would be radius. That's laughable. And
no, I'm talking about when you're measuring it and directionally in that way.
Yeah, that would still be a diameter. Regardless.
Anyway,
Lawrence Krauss is a particle physicist who would agree with me.
Who cares?
Dude, you'd recognize him if you saw him. I'm going to post this, and I'm going to put a picture of him.
He's a globie, right?
Yeah, and he knows double tension. Okay. And he steelmans it better than you.
You agree with a globie? Okay.
I agree with Hubble tension, yeah. It's a major problem for cosmology. They can't resolve it. Do you know what the axis of evil is? Do you know any of the fine-tuning problems that come with heliocentrism that would be much simplified, very easily simplified and like completely eradicated if we just admitted that the Earth was geocentric?
None of this has anything to do with the Earth being geocentric.
Hubble tension can be eradicated if you put the Earth at the center, and so can the axis of evil. The axis of evil actually shows us.
Then you got to figure out how to explain why everything has a reason to orbit us versus the other way around. Why would the sun have a reason to orbit us?
Well, you're the ones who assume mass of the sun.
You know how heavy the sun is versus the Earth?
Do you know how to prove
it would have no reason to orbit us.
Okay, you're asking me a lot of questions without giving me a lot of opportunity to respond.
Oh, okay.
Do you
I'm sorry.
How do you verify the weight of the sun? How do you verify that? Or the distance? Or the intensity of the light from the source? How do you verify any of these claims? How do you use F equals ma to map out gravitational orbit on a cosmological scale? How do you do that? You wouldn't be able to. That's why we have relativity. You dummy. Yo, Pookie, this man just said pole to pole was a radius.
No, that's what you said.
I have it clipped, bro. You said pole to pole was the radius of the Earth. That's what you said multiple times over, and you doubled down on it. You doubled down on it.
No, I said measuring it vertically.
Yeah, which would still be a radius. And there's no vertical in space.
Oh, you measure the radius by going along the surface of the Earth. You measure the radius.
You said pole to pole would be a radius, and I had to correct you.
I'm gonna clip that.
Whatever, dude. You're the worst globie. You know that? Like all you have is like your own misunderstanding of your own argument and my own, and you just project.
You're the worst globie. It's like you agree with other globies, but then you still say it's flat. So
I asked you if you knew who Michio Kaku and Lawrence Krauss were, and you said no, I don't. They don't matter.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know, and I don't care.
Maybe you should, instead of writing a blog about your own personal opinions on cosmology, maybe you should reference the people that actually tell you the cosmological problems and the problems with the model that you subscribe to, because they're open and honest about these issues.
You think. What's up, gas pressure? Hey guys, make sure you give me a follow. You don't even have to tap the screen.
Don't follow this fucking idiot. Please don't do that.
Okay.
Bye. Idiot. Please don't do that.